Dear students, today we are going to discuss about construction and working principle of Reflex Klystron oscillator. Reflex Klystron is a low power microwave oscillator and it produces the microwave signal from 1 GHz to 25 GHz and the power range of 10 milliwatts to 500 milliwatts, and it can able to achieve efficiency of 20% to 30%. Microwave reflex Klystron oscillator widely used in laboratory for the generation of microwave signal and used in the microwave receiver as an oscillator, and also it is used in low power radar transmitters and receivers. This diagram shows the structure of reflex Klystron oscillator. Structure-wise, it consists of four major components. One is cathode, which produces a beam of electron. Second one is a focusing anodes. Third one is a cavity. The cavity will act as a both buncher cavity as well as the catcher cavity. The fourth one is repeller plates, which is supplied with huge negative voltage in order to reflect the beam of electrons. Similar to two-cavity Klystron amplifier, the reflex Klystron amplifier also works on the principle of velocity modulation. Once the electron beam is produced by the electron gun, these electron beams will travel with the uniform velocity with a value of 0.593 into 10 power 6 root capital V naught, where V naught represents the voltage, DC voltage, which is supplied to electron gun. Once it reaches the cavity gap, the velocity of the electron is modified with the help of RF noise voltage, which is available in the cavity gap. Let us see some of the parameters which are associated with the velocity modulation. Let T0 will be the time at which the electron enters the cavity gap. T1 will be the time at which electron leaves the cavity gap, where D represents the gap between two walls of the cavity, where the different distance between cavity and the repeller plate is called as repeller space. The length of the repeller space is capital L. Due to the existence of RF noise voltage in the cavity gap, the velocity of the electron is modulated. So there are three different scenarios takes place. One is the electron which occurs during positive off cycle of the RF voltage is accelerated, so the electron travels more deeper space in the repeller space. The electron which happens during negative off cycle of the RF voltage is deaccelerated, so that electron travels with the slower velocity and it penetrates only less space inside the repeller space. The electron, also called as reference electron, which falls during zero value of RF voltage, will travels with the unchanged velocity. The expression for velocity modulated electron is given by V of T1 equal to capital V naught into 1 plus beta I Vy V1 by 2 V naught sine omega T1 minus theta g by 2. As we discussed, the electron falls at different time frames, travels with different velocity. The electrons which occurs during positive off cycle of the RF voltage will travels with the higher velocity and penetrates more depth in the repeller space, and the electron which falls during negative off cycle of the RF voltage is deaccelerated and only travels lesser distance in the repeller space, and the electron which travels with more velocity is strongly reflected by the repeller space, and the electron which travels with the slower velocity is lightly reflected by the repeller plate, and all these three electrons will form a bunch during its return path. This bunch of electron will consist of enormous amount of energy. Once this bunch of electron hits the walls of the cavity, the energy will be delivered from bunch of electrons to the cavity wall, due to which a RF voltage will flow across the cavity walls. Once the electron crosses the cavity gap, it experiences the retarder field in the trip space. The value of retarder field is given by E equal to Vr plus V naught plus V1 sine omega t by L. Due to this retarding field, a force is offered on the electron beam. The value of force on the electron is given by expression number 3. By integrating equation number 3 with respect to time, we will get rate of change of distance with respect to time, which is equal to speed of electron, where k1 represents the integration constant. T0 is the time at which electron enters into the gap. T1 is the time at which electrons leave the gap, and T2 is the time and re-enters the gap due to retarding field. At T equal to T1, at Z equal to D, and V of T1 equal to dZ by dt. And again integrating the above equation with respect to T, we will get Z. Z is nothing but distance traveled by the electron, which is equal to minus E into V naught plus VR by ML integration T naught to T1 T minus T1 dt plus integration T1 to T V of T1 dt. At time t equal to T1, electron leaves the cavity gap and it travels in the repeller's place. Once it travels the repeller's place, the electron is strongly reflected by the retarded potential which exists in the repeller space, and again it reaches the cavity wall at time t equal to T2, and the effective distance traveled by the electron during T1 to T2 is almost zero. By substituting distance z equal to 0 in equation number 4, we can able to get expression number 5. From expression number 5, we can able to form round transit time, which is nothing but time difference between T2 and T1. That means the time taken by the electron to leave the cavity gap and to reach the cavity gap after reflected by the repeller plate, and the value is given by T2 minus T1 is equal to 2 ml by E into VR plus V naught into V of T1. From this we can able to get the expression for punching parameter x of x dash equal to omega T naught into beta I by 2 into V naught. We know that efficiency is the ratio of output power by input power. Here output power is AC power and input power is DC power. The expression for output power is given by equation number 9. Similarly, the expression for input power is given by equation number 8. By taking the ratio of equation number 9 by 8, we can able to get the expression for output efficiency. The maximum efficiency can be achievable as 22.7%. This can be possible only for punching parameter value of 2.408 and first order Bessel function value of 0.52. Thank you guys.